just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Setting the floor for the Clippers. Hero out there with Colin Sexton. Then it's Keegan Murray. Then it's Kevin Huerter. And it's Zubac in at the 5 spot.
And with the monster finish, he stops an 11-0 run by the Warriors.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Suns played some superb basketball. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points, and he really stuffed that stat sheet for them, ending up with a triple-double. His numbers from that game jumped off the stat sheet. He was just superb. Guys, let's see if he can do it again.
Right.
Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. And when it comes to taking an offense out of its rhythm, what are some of the primary methods, Grant?
Well, BA, you have to disrupt their flow. That can come from steals, deflections, block shots, even change shots. Anything that makes them feel uncomfortable.
And so in the game for the Clippers, they've got Keegan Murray. Tyler Hero is out there with Colin Sexton. Then there's Kevin Huerter. And it's Zubac in at the 5 spot. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Phoenix was outstanding. He dropped an amazing number of points, and that's not to mention the fact that by the end of the night, he had a triple-double. He was clearly on a mission, and no one was getting in his way. A flat-out dominant performance.
Good stuff, Allie. And the only question now, how does he follow up that performance?
Yeah, each night comes with different challenges, and I'm sure their opponent has seen the film.
What you love about this guy, though, is even when the defense adjusts to what he's doing, he'll make an adjustment right back. He is always ready with a counter.
The rebounding numbers make it obvious why they're in front.
Well, they've absolutely dominated that category in this one, and it's reflected in the score.
Now, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
And the Warriors making a switch here. Hopkins checked in. Austin with a bucket.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
For Los Angeles, they've gotten just 25% of their...
Trying to turn all these lovers into ask for the blessings. I don't know if you got the message. I tried to change the world, I had to change me. I know life, it ain't perfect, it's amazing.
Here's Sexton. Still without a basket. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Ivica Zubac is out there with Murray. Then it's...
Working non-stop. Sometimes my pain feels like prison bars.
And so in the game for Los Angeles, we've got Colin Sexton. Murray out there with Kevin Huerter. Then there's Tyler Hero, and it's Zubac in at the center position. Well, few descriptions more glowing than saying a player is clutch. What, in your opinion, Grant, enables a player to be that way?
You know, BA, it's about confidence and command. When you're able to process and execute under the pressure, both internal and external, that's when you...
Who am I deceiving? I know I already let you down, but be patient with me, they don't show you how to wear the crown. They judge a slice of your life while trying to live pious. I'm doing fine for somebody that never had guidance. It's my baggage and I'ma carry all of it, but I'm asking maybe you'll pray for me, cause lately I'm suffocating on these levels I'm on. The only problem bossing up is trying to manage it all. Feel like I'm on the edge of a building, on the edge of a cliff, on the edge of the earth, just trying to hold the wall over that.
We've got Kuminga. He's out there with Pajemski. Nick Richards out there with MG. And it's Pumpkin in at the 2-guard spot. So that's the group out there for Golden State. And Clark, I've got to say, you might have been one of the first true combo forwards. And that's not a rarity anymore.
No, it's common. It's actually 13 to a dozen now when you talk about the versatility of forwards in this league. And sizes going north of 6'8", ability to make threes and go rack to rack. You're not boxed into any one position nowadays. It's all about being a skilled, versatile basketball player regardless of your size. And I love it for the game and for the spectators.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Suns played some superb basketball. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points, and he registered a triple-double, showing off all of his skills. And he was huge for them in that one. Talking to his coaches pregame, they hope he can repeat that performance with another one here tonight. Back to you.
Excellent report, Allie. Thank you. In stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he loved the matchup performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
Here's Sexton. The Warriors making a shot.
Sometimes our pain feels like prison bars. Grace. We've got scars. Whoa. We've got scars. Whoa. We've got
The Clippers shooting just about 33% since the second half started. And so in the game for Los Angeles, Stevenson Zubac out there with Keegan Murray. Then there's
sometimes we just gotta be honest.
Now Hero. Scoreless thus far. We've got Kuminga. He's out there with Nick Richards. MP out there with Pajemski. And it's Pumpkin in at the 2-guard. That's the Warriors 5. So you can talk about the physical challenges, Tim, of today's game. One thing the players have a little easier, certainly, is the way they travel from game to game.
Well, there is no question about that. I didn't even get on a charter till the middle of my NBA career in the mid-90s. We were still flying commercials to that point, but there's no doubt travel is better for players. I think it's a little bit easier for today's NBA play.
Now, if we could do it for the broadcasters, that would really be a win.
Sign me up, Kevin. I'll be right there reclining.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Suns played some superb basketball. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points, and he did everything else he could have wanted to do.
Here's Hero. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. And so in the game for Los Angeles, we've got Colin Sexton. Stevenson.
Sexton hasn't made one yet. Jonathan Kuminga out there with Pajemski. Then it's Nick Richards. Then it's MP. And it's Pumpkin in at the 2-spot. It's the Warriors 5. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce as she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Suns played some superb basketball. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points, and that's not to mention the fact that by the end of the night, he had a triple-double. Really just a phenomenal performance from him. Here's hoping we see more of the same from him in this one, guys.
Allie, we appreciate the update. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, Might force him to adjust or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
So, Greg, you played in the league over a decade. What's the toughest thing about being a pro basketball player?
Lots of things.
Your God didn't say so. Can't tell me why I would apologize. Cause you act like the light, but tell the darkest of light.
Sexton with it. Still no points. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
So, on the floor for the Clippers, we've got Murray, Colin Sexton out there with Tyler Hero. Then there's Kevin Huerter, and it's Zubac in at the 5, down low. And we're seeing teams now that have found success with twin towers inside. What's behind that, Tim?
Well, there's a big difference between positionless basketball and small ball. Key is if you can be big and skilled, that's a pretty tough combination to match up with.
No matter how the game changes, rebounding is always going to be a factor.
It's always key.
So it's Los Angeles now. The Warriors getting their last shot to go. Murray finds Sexton. Pulls it from 20. Yes. And it's Murray picking up the assist.
And the pick and roll was a good decision by Sexton. He's got solid playmaking instincts.
Austin with a bucket.
They have no answer defensively inside.
And so it's Sexton who brings up the ball for the Clippers. And let's send it over to Allen LaForce.
Well, NP in the last matchup against Phoenix was outstanding. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points, and he really stuffed that stat sheet for them, ending up with a triple-double. Relentless. I'm curious to see how he follows it up, guys.
Allie, great info there. It'll be interesting to see if he can heat up once again tonight, Greg.
Yeah, you know he wants to do exactly this, BA. Just needs to
Consistently, averaging around 13 and a half a game. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Golden State Warriors. On Saturday, they'll defend home court against the Portland Trail Blazers. And then on Monday, they'll be taking on Cade Cunningham and the Detroit Pistons.
And for that game against Los Angeles, that's one that could easily go either way. A few mistakes could be the difference. I expect it to be a fun one.
And a new group getting ready for the Warriors. Aaron Gordon's checked in for Richards. Moody comes in for Kuminga. Black's checked in for Jimsky. And it's McBride in for Bumpkin. McBride on the wing. Back to MP. The 3-ball. Another one goes. Incredible. Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
BA, it feels like he can't miss.
The Clippers shooting just 21% from the floor. Here's Washington. The rebound by Moody. They have really been in control of this one.
You don't want to get complacent here.
Gordon. Pass to Black. Moody on the wing. There's the 3. And the Warriors with another 3.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Round of applause. Round of applause.
1:14 left to play in the third quarter. Christie finds Mitchell. Offensive rebound. There's the triple. He can't get it to go.
Nothing from the field to speak of so far. Pretty rough shooting night, and now it's affecting the entire team.
Oh, man. MP, that was nasty.
Well, it's always nice to head up to the connected cam to get another angle of these big plays, courtesy of AT&T.
They try and press you like Panini, but I hold a lot of people up I came from. Cause my kids believe in me way more.
Pass to Zubac. Now Washington looking to win the run.
Are you alive? It's my cry. Giving my cries. Every time I cry. A lot of things change. I know it's getting rough right now. Can't give up right now. Wouldn't listen to y'all right now. Then I wouldn't be up right now. Yeah. Back when I was rapping about my Christian confessions. Nehemiah said I shouldn't be headed in this direction. Terror stole my bread. I almost went and copped a weapon.
Mitchell with it. He has yet to score. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. Christie is out there with Mitchell. Then there's Washington. Then it's even to Zubac.
And if you're looking for the main reason that they're trailing in this game, well, look no further than his shooting. I mean, he has hit exactly 0% of his shot. And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game. Now Christie will stop the run.
Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special.
I'm here to tell you, on the other side is glory. On the other side is purpose. On the other side is love. You just can't give up. I don't care whatever happened, you can't give up. You feel me?
19 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Gordon. And Gordon with the big finish.
Hey, and we all know Gordon's a terrific jammer. He loves throwing it down.
Washington outside. Here's Zubac. Lets the three fly. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's the Golden State Warriors. Way out of reach with an enormous lead as we head into a break. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are
He's checked in for the Warriors. MP comes in for McBride. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. And so in the game for the Clippers, Kevin Huerter out there with Murray. Then there's Colin Sexton. Then there's Tyler Hero. And it's Zubac in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line. That's going to send Aaron Gordon to the line. It's on Tyler Hero. Talk about guys who have springs for feet. Aaron Gordon's one of them.
Yeah, when people think of Aaron Gordon, I think they attach him to the dunk contest. I mean, he's so uber athletic. I mean, he put on a few amazing performances in that event in the past. But to the surprise of many, he actually didn't win the dunk contest, but he's become a really good all-around player.
And so Sexton will bring it up for the LA Clippers.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the
running interference in the church.
1:27 left in the fourth quarter.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watches. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Warriors.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, but an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, that was a really phenomenal all-around game for MP.
And he was doing everything out there on the floor tonight. Triple-double on the stat sheet, and that doesn't even tell the whole story.
Setting the floor for the Clippers Ivica Zubac is out there with Murray. Then there's Colin Sexton. Then it's Tyler Hero. And it's Herter in at the small forward position. Miles McBride's checked in for the Warriors. Back to Alston. Fires the three. And yet, another basket.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. And there's Hero. That's good on the assist by Sexton.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
It's a shame, really. If they'd been playing like this last quarter, they might be in a different situation right now.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game. Pass to Herter.
Really trying
To the middle. And the dunk by Zubac.
Well, I guess we could give him credit for not getting discouraged. He's playing hard. He's doing his job out there.
Hits it again. Wow.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. There's Hero with the three. Misses it. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. Along with Greg Anthony.
I'm tired of playing, done with the slacking. I'm on the rant, I've been attracted. So many devils, they been collapsing under my foot. And I'm still standing, whatever they say. Jesus gon' drag you, they telling lies. Why they been capping? They say I'm gon' die. They have me laughing, they said I won't prosper. I told watch, I know it's the opposite, say that I'm sick. This not an argument, said what I said. I know the God, keep on tricking that's dead. They said I'm a failure, they said I'm misled. They called me a liar, said that I'm slipper. I got me stuck, they ain't get picked up, they tell us a liar. He's a deceiver, telling his action, revealing evil. He's sending people, he's sending right where you peaceful. He rolls in the steeple. ABC, you just know he's a loser. Our God is the winner, we trample on evil. Now tell him to go, tell him to flee. In Jesus' name, he will not breathe, he will not live. Can't live in me, boy, I am free. The devil's a lie, devil told me I'm gay. He told me I look and he said, get a girl. I told him to shut up, he said that I want it. He said, keep on looking at
Hello and thanks for joining us. The NBA Cup is underway. This is game 2, and this is game 2 of the NBA Cup tournament for both of these teams here in the group play round.
Yeah, in this NBA Cup format, every single game counts. So a win here for either of these squads is essential to keep them in the hunt moving forward.
Here's the starting group for Portland. We've got Denny Avdia, Scoot Henderson out there with Jaden Ivey. Then there's Klingon, and it's Sharp in it to 3. It's Avdia on the wing. No good on the triple. MP looking around. Porter finds MP. Stolen by Sharp.
And it's Henderson with the ball for Portland. It's a three-point game. They're getting their first look of the season at the Warriors in this one.
No, I ain't understand it. I've been grinding, I ain't even planning. I'm the good of God, it's all been doing the damage. Cause I can see my soul in the pit, so I see when I try to end up in panic. Whenever the rapping is slow, I know it's God, I've always been timid. The minutes got together, turn to a ghost. I've been in my business, it's ministry. Legend that live in me, now look at what you impose. Never let them hold down on your walk, no soul. I'm working around and it shows. I just gotta be sure that I live and walk the flow. We flip it, block the rules. The enemy says we stop the moves. We win and we beat the block. He died, he rose, and now we know something in trouble.
And here's Henderson trying to make up for his poor performance in that loss to the Lakers. Here's the starting group for Portland.
Now here's Henderson. And in the game with the Lakers, he did not play that well. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. We've got Henderson. Avdia out there with Donovan Clingan. Then it's Ivy. And it's Sharp in at the small forward position.
Empty against Henderson. You look at the Warriors, they won their first group stage game. A nice beginning to their NBA Cup journey.
Well, they have a tremendous opportunity tonight. A 2-0 start means they are...
Here's Henderson. Had a tough time getting anything going against the Lakers. Taking a look at the Trailblazers. We've got Scoot Henderson, Avdia out there with Clingan, and it's Shaden Sharp, and it's Ivy in at the shooting guard.
Showing a good IQ for the game. MP feeding a guy ready to score.
You look at the Warriors, they won their first group stage game.
Saying I'm sick. This not an argument, say what I said. I go to thinking what you can say. They said I'm a failure, they said I'm misled. They called me a liar, said that I'm silver. I am
On the court for the Trailblazers, they've got Clingan. Scoot Henderson is out there with Jaden Ivey. Then it's...
He's a loser, our God is the tell him to go, tell him to flee. In Jesus' name, he will not breathe, he will not live. Can't live in me, boy, I am free. The devil's a liar, won't tell me I'm gay. He told me I look and he's taking a girl. I told him to shut up, he said that I want it. He said keep on looking, I got it rebuking, I got it rebuttal. I said I'm a woman, I'm not a man.
So the Trailblazers 5 right now. We've got Sharp, Denny Avdia out there with Donovan Clingan. Then there's Scoot Henderson.
That's living in low without water, I tell you it's better. He pointed out flaws on my imperfections. Then he told me to cry and meditate on the times that I got rejected. He said I got a son. Now tell me myself. He said I was a Scorpio. Tried to fill me with guilt. Yeah. So I lifted my foot.
Here's Henderson. They really needed more from him in that loss to the Lakers. On the court for the Trailblazers, they've got Sharp. Jaden Ivey is out there with Scoot Henderson. Then it's Avdia. And it's Clingan.